Thanks to everyone who have subscribed. If you have not, please do. And thanks for coming out here. I really appreciate you.
Malami, hoodlums wearing army uniform may be behind the Lekki shooting. Oga, go sleep. Okay, you woke up on the wrong side of the bed. You actually need to go back to your bed. You need to go back and dream again. I mean, why is there so much cover up in Nigeria? Why do we always like to keep things so secretive? What's the problem? What's the problem here, really and truly? What's really going on? What is really the matter? We really need to get to the bottom of this. What is really happening in Nigeria? Why so much secrecy? For starters, Malami, the Minister of the Federation, is saying, Minister of Justice, is saying that it's hoodlums that wore army uniform. I beg your pardon. Hoodlums were there looting, and they were not there to shoot Endsars protesters. No. The hoodlums, some of you, unidentified yet, paid them to come disturb the whole peaceful protest, because you could see the attention it was getting, not only in Nigeria, also in the international community. And if this is to continue, you guys, what you are hiding in Aso Rock might be revealed in a few more days. So you had to do something drastic. For starters, you are saying hoodlums. I beg your pardon. Which hoodlums? Let's get straight into the news before I start my analysis. Malami, hoodlums wearing army uniform may be behind Lekki shooting. I don't get this, man. Like, seriously. About 2 weeks ago, protests calling for the disbandment of the Special Anti-Robbery Squad SARS took flight across the country. The police unit was disbanded, but the protests persisted as citizens demanded reform of the force. Protesters conveyed at the toll gate for 13 days before they were forcefully dislodged by the soldiers. There are reports that some of the protesters were killed by the soldiers who stormed the toll gate on the 9th of October 2020. But there are dispositions to that in the number of casualties, as no clear evidence has been produced. Speaking with journalists on Monday in Abuja, the AGF, that is Attorney General of the Federation, said investigation is on the way to ascertain what truly happened at the Lekki toll gate. Malami said it was presumptuous to conclude that there have been shooting, adding that hoodlums may have hired maybe to create a scene. You cannot rule out the possibilities of perhaps hoodlums that may set a scene to make it look like the army could equally partake in the process. The AGF said the Lekki tollgate incident has sparked off outrage across the country. Babajide Sanwo-Olu, Lagos State Governor, blamed the incident on forces beyond his direct control. But the acting director, Army Public Relations Officer of the Lagos government, invited the army to restore order. Can you imagine? And they are saying it's hoodlums. I don't get it. How do you relate those questions? However, he denied that the soldiers shot protesters, describing reports of the attack of the military as fake. The army also said it will never disclose the identity of its men who were sent to Lekki tollgate on the 20th of 2020 October. The judiciary panel set up by the Lagos State Governor to probe the alleged brutality by the disbanded SARS has already commenced investigation, although we are not allowed to carry out full investigation when they went into the army mortuary to investigate if really people were there. Because the speculation has been that it could be that the army took away the bodies and has hidden them somewhere so as no evidence. Nobody, no evidence. My dear, this is exactly what is going on. Exactly what is going on. Nigerian government, I am so perplexed by the way they lie in broad daylight, open their eyes and lie. I don't get it. Are these supposed to be leaders who are supposed to be leading people, yet they are the very ones who are causing anarchy in the government in Nigeria? Oh, Nigeria. Where are we headed with this set of people all around, with lies, obvious lies being orchestrated every single day? For starters, the army said they were never there. Do you know if it's abroad, every one of them would have lost their job as we are speaking now? How many statements have they given? More than 4 different statements I can count on my fingertips to you. First of all, army said they were never there. They never got there. Secondly, what you are seeing is Photoshop. It's a figment of imagination. So people just thinking army were there. Thirdly, Oh, we were there. Yes, we were there, but we were invited. Fourthly, we were there. We actually shot at the protesters, but guess what? It was rubber plastic bullets. It does not kill anyone. Now, the Attorney General of the Federation is saying it's not army that shot. It's hoodlums that have worn army uniform. My dear, relate the whole statement. Once there are discrepancies, you know that there are lies trying to be covered up desperately. How do we get to the bottom of this? When in our government, there is nobody who is ready to say the truth. There is nobody who is ready to stand up and defend the integrity. There is no truth in government. That's why even the ones that are Christians, even the ones that are Muslims, even the ones that prefer that they owe their God in high esteem, cannot speak. They get there and it's like they're indicted. It's like they've been initiated, or they have things on them. You see, you get there, probably they load you with trillions of naira in your account. You are indicted. You can't speak against them. You speak, I implicate you. So everybody becomes a dummy to the whole incident and issues going on ground. Nigeria. You see, for starters, everybody who has ever ruled in Nigeria needs to be removed. There is a seed of corruption already being sown. I'm not saying, see, let me not generalize it, because there are a few good ones. Honestly, there will be some, as in every case, there are exceptions. There are exceptions. There are exceptions. For instance, women go in labor, there are contraction pain. If you feel the pain, it comes and go until the contraction becomes really intense. Then you know the baby is about to come out. Do you know that I have seen a woman, yes, in my university days, who does not feel labor pain? Not a single contraction. She's got 5 kids. Guess what? Medically speaking, they said she's the exception. So, time to deliver. So what they do is that they keep an eye on her, make sure that she goes for her scan, and they know exactly. The only way science could, explain that is that she's the exception. Is norm that this is what should happen. But when it comes to her case, it doesn't happen to her. So what are we saying? I believe that there are exceptions even in our government, even in leadership, even in Nigeria. But guess what? The influence of the bad ones have so overhauled the good ones that because they are so few, they've been dominated. And that's why you see a bit of compromise here and there, which ought not to be. But we need to set a new standard of integrity, a new standard of honor, a new standard to say enough is enough. As a nation, we must have integrity and honor. What do you think? Leave us a comment. God bless you. Bye for now. Have a lovely day. Remember, you have a voice, and your voice counts.